Hello everyone, a warm welcome to each and everyone to this wonderful session of Unacademy Karnataka CET Live. I heartfully welcome you to this wonderful session. Very good evening to each and everyone. Welcome back. So let me introduce myself. This is Shaik Imran. I'm a biology faculty having more than 5 years of teaching experience in competitive exams coaching like Karnataka CET, AP Telangana MCET in NCRT also. Also experienced as a teacher in International School of Qatar country of Indian School. I am here to teach you biology subject for Karnataka CET. The students who are going to write the exam for Karnataka CET 2021 and 2022, I wish you heartfully to become a top ranker of Karnataka CET with an academy. I would suggest you that you can join with me regularly for free of cost in Unacademy Learning app. Download the Unacademy Learning app from Play Store, install in your mobile phone, tab, iOS, Android, whatever you're using. Install in your mobile phone and open it. Once you install, search your goal as Karnataka CET. Once you type Karnataka, you will find Karnataka Common Entrance Test. Choose in English language. Verify with your mobile and email number. I would suggest you to follow my profile from your Unacademy Learning app. Not only my profile, you can start following all your top favorite educators' profiles. Once you start following our profiles, you will be getting all upcoming free live class notifications. Also, you will get previously completed all topics which help you a lot for your complete preparation. If you're watching these classes during non-live, because you can comment, you can ask any doubt during live session only. You cannot comment or ask your doubts. You cannot interact with your educator during non-live. So you can message me whatever doubts you have. I am sure I will give you 100% clarity whatever doubts you have. If you like these free live classes of Unacademy Karnataka CET, you can join with us regularly by taking subscription with 1 month, 6 months, 12 months. Also, we have best plan for you with 24 months. Before taking subscription, you will be getting all these options, and we have a opportunity for you. You can pay like per month EMI also, and this is great opportunity to you. You can learn from your home and you can crack your dreams from your home. Yes, very good evening to each and everyone. Yeah, welcome to this session, and keep liking always, keep sharing this video link with your friend, and keep commenting in comment box in live session. Whatever doubts you have, I am here to clarify all your doubts. Yes, very good evening to you. Once you take plus subscription, you will get premium content at very low and affordable price. You will get structured live courses with dedicated live doubt clearing sessions. There you will get 100% doubt clarification. You will get quiz at regular and interval session for your self-analysis. We already started batches for your complete preparation. You can join with us for regular course. You will get test series, daily practice paper, full-length mock test, and you can have your complete analysis. Finally, the single subscription for unlimited access. There is no doubt to say that you will become a top ranker of Unacademy Karnataka CET. Once you take plus subscription, complete syllabus will be covered for you. Tips and tricks given by top educators of Unacademy Karnataka CET. Topic wise questions also given to you. Full length mock test also conducted for you. If you want to learn with me in Plus course, don't forget to use my code, that is IMRANLIVE. By using my code, I am providing you 10% off in your fee. Also, you will get a great opportunity to learn with me in your journey of Karnataka CET 2021 and 2022 preparation. Yeah, thanks for sharing my profile with your friends. Yeah, this is not only for biology, this includes complete set of your preparation with physics, chemistry, maths and biology. Daily you can join with me and you can have free live class experience 6 to 7 p.m. Don't miss it and utilize this free live class opportunity. Yes, without doing any late, let's start our session today. We are dealing with class 12 NCRT unit number 6, that is reproduction. In reproduction, we have successfully covered chapter number 1, 2, 3. Right now, we are dealing with chapter number 4, that is reproductive health. In previous lectures, I have successfully covered about entire topic. In today's session, I am going to wind up this reproductive health lecture with lecture number 7. The students who missed my previous lectures, I would suggest you can watch my lectures for free of cost later also. You will find my profile in description. You will find my photo below. You will get link and you can have free live class experience. You can watch my classes in Unacademy learning app also, and you can watch my free classes in YouTube session also. Yes, without doing any late, we will continue our session today. Today is the last session of reproductive health. Today's topic is infertility. Infertility. What is the meaning of infertility? Infertility is nothing but it is a situation where whether male or female unable to reproduce, unable to continue their species, that is known as infertility. Infertility means it is a inability. It is a inability of a couple whether the disorder can be in male or in female. That is to conceive within 1 or more years for unprotective coitus. That means if sexual intercourse taking place also in their regular life, if coitus means that is sexual intercourse occurs, but also they are unable to conceive, that means unable to take fertilization, unable to get implantation, unable to take embryogenesis in motherhood, so that is called as infertility. So I think you may know so many people around you, they may be suffering from this kind of inability, that is unable to conceive, that means unable to get pregnancy. Whether the problem can be in male, problem can be within the female also. So at any cost, unable to get pregnancy, that means unable to conceive within 1 or more years by regular unprotected coitus. Of course, we studied in previous lectures about how to avoid pregnancy. Even they're not using any kind of barriers, they do not procedure any kind of vasectomy or tubectomy, even though they are not using any kind of IUD intrauterine devices, but also if they are participating in sexual intercourse without any safety, but also they are unable to get pregnancy, unable to conceive, that is known as infertility. I hope this is clear to you. So many people, they may be using any various kinds of like copper T, copper loop, any kind of things like barriers, but also in this case, if they are participated in unprotected coitus, but also they are unable to get pregnancy, that is called as infertility. The infertility can be two types. It is of two types. It is primary infertility and it is secondary infertility. So based on the infertility, it is about two types, primary infertility and secondary infertility. We will discuss about each and every type and we will get full of clarity. At the end of this session, you will get full of clarity. Thank you for being my student in an academy also. Thank you to you, my students. Yeah, thanks for your appreciation. Yes, let's continue our lecture today. Let's understand about primary infertility. When conception has not occurred even once. So generally after sexual intercourse in a couple, when the conception, that means when the female unable to get pregnancy even one time also in her lifetime, that is primary infertility. I hope you got clarity about what is primary infertility in the case of female or male or female. If she is unable to get pregnancy for the first time also, even that is called as primary fertility. Secondary fertility, in this case, it indicates previous pregnancy but failure to conceive subsequently, or we can say Infertility can be due to defects in male or in female or in both. So generally, in primary infertility, if the female unable to get pregnancy for the first time, if in her lifetime even one time also she didn't get pregnancy, that is primary infertility. In some cases what happened, after one child born, if they want to get pregnancy for the second time or third time, after one successful delivery, after if they want to get babies for second time or third time, if she unable to get pregnancy, that is called as secondary infertility. Primary infertility, even one time also if she doesn't get pregnancy, one time also if she unable to conceive, primary infertility. After one successful delivery, if she wants to get one more baby, in that kind of cases, if she unable to get pregnancy, that's called as secondary infertility. The infertility reasons can be male also, can be female also. So that is the reason, before starting these lectures, before studying learning about reproductive health, we have successfully covered about male reproductive system, female reproductive system. So now we have understood clearly how the male reproductive system functions, how the female reproductive system functions. Absence of any kind of hormones, absence of any kind of organs, improper functions of any kind of organs in human body may lead to infertility disorder, right? Yes. Let's understand some more deeply about infertility. The relative infertility. What is relative infertility? Relative infertility means it is present during lactation period. High level of prolactin suppresses ovulation. So now we are discussing about the relative infertility. It is a type of infertility. This is also one of the reasons. Once delivery occurs in female, once a female got pregnancy, after 9 months she got successful delivery. So after gestation period, baby comes outside after delivery. The mother starts production of milk. The process we call lactation. Lactation is a period after delivery of fetus, after delivery of a baby, mother start producing milk by the mammary glands. That is lactation. During this period, what happened? In our pituitary gland, oxytocin, oxytocin from pituitary gland regulate to secrete lactin hormone. And prolactin. Lactin, prolactin hormone secreted by oxytocin will initiate to pituitary gland to release lactin and prolactin hormone. These prolactin hormone are responsible for lactation, production of milk. That is called as lactation. Of course, normally it is present in mother up to few months after baby delivery. It can be up to 6 months, it can be up to 1 year until the baby stops sucking the milk from the mother's breast. So once the baby stopped, immediately the lactation period also will be completed. After lactation period, the ovulation will be regulated. During this lactation period, ovulation will be stopped by pituitary gland. The pituitary gland starts secreting oxytocin. The oxytocin will release again prolactin. The prolactin is responsible for lactation. Once the lactation period is successfully completed, prolactin also stops. If the prolactin stops, ovulation takes place. Right? Ovulation of female is completely dependent on prolactin hormone. If the prolactin hormone is present in human body, ovulation don't take. If the prolactin is absent, ovulation takes regularly. So I hope you got clarity about this. Generally, we have some more reasons why a male or female unable to get pregnancy, because we may have some physical sterility before puberty. Before getting puberty, in the case of male or female also, before puberty, ovulation in female, it starts from the first menstrual cycle. Sporulation starts from 13 or 14 years of the age of in male. So before getting puberty, it cannot possible in the case of female after reaching 40 plus years. 40 plus years, here what happened? Female starts menstrual cycle. Sorry, female stops menstrual cycle. If she stops menstrual cycle, that we call menopause. In female, she's having two major, excuse me, in the case of female, she has two major events in her life. At the age of 13 or 12 years, she get maturity, physical maturity that we call menarche. Menarche is first menstrual cycle. Then after reaching 40 years, she get menopause. Menopause means menstrual cycle stops. It's about 40 to 45 years approximately. So after menopause, before menstrual cycle, she cannot get pregnancy. Then cryptorchidism. It is nothing but it is condition in which testes unable to descend in scrotal sac to that sperms are not produced in the case of male. Generally, we know very well. So roughly I'm representing the scrotum. So when the baby is in embryonic stage development, the testes are located intra-abdominal. Intra-abdominal in embryonic stage. After delivery, the testes located or testes converted into scrotum, right? Sometimes in some male babies after the baby delivery also, the testes, once they are unable to convert into the scrotum is a sac which holds the testes. So if the baby's testes are situated in intra-abdominal cavity only after delivery also, so baby unable to produce sperms. If the sperms are unable to produce, the condition we call agiospermia. Agiospermia means unable to produce sperms. I hope you got clarity in the case of some babies. In males, especially, during their embryonic development, the testes are situated intra-abdominal cavity inside the scrotum, sorry, inside the body. After delivery, from the body, the testes will be converted into scrotum. Scrotum is a bag-like structure, as you know very well, when already we discussed about male reproductive system. Right? In some cases, after delivery, the baby's testes, if they don't convert into scrotum, so they are unable to produce sperms. That is we call agiospermia. That is called as cryptorchidism. Cryptorchidism, unable to produce sperms, agiospermia. I hope you got clarity about this. Erectile dysfunctions. In the case of male, now we are discussing infertility reasons in male. So reason one we discussed in the case of males, cryptorchidism, that is agiospermia due to unable to produce sperms. Erectile dysfunction in the some cases of in males due to generally unlike vagina, the penis will be changing the shape. During normal condition, the penis will be in normal condition. Once the male gets sexual desires, immediately the penis will start erectile. Erectile means the size will increase. Once male gets sexual desires, immediately the penis starts increasing in size, that we call erectile, due to absence of some hormones. Any other reasons, the penis, if it is unable to erectile, unable to stretch or unable to increase in shape size, so the sexual intercourse is not possible. If it is in long length, if it is in strong shape, it can possible sexual intercourse. If it is unable to erectile, of course, sexual intercourse is not possible. So that also may be one of the reasons in the case of males. In the case of males, some kind of hormonal disturbance also may be possible, like gonadotropin. Gonadotropin also present in male, also present in female. Gonadotropin, it acts on testes. Hypothalamus, hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin releasing hormone or gonadotropin stimulating hormone on pituitary gland. Pituitary gland act on gonadotropin, then gonadotropin secretes luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone. In the case of female, the follicular stimulating hormone responsible for folliculogenesis. That means production of ova, mature ova. Luteinizing hormone after folliculogenesis, it must be ovulated. The luteinizing hormone is responsible for ovulation, right? So in the case of female, follicular stimulating hormone responsible for folliculogenesis, that means development of ova. After ova development, the luteinizing hormone is responsible for ovulation. In the case of testes, the luteinizing hormone, follicular stimulating hormone, FSH, LH. Of course, there are no ova in males. Male testes produce sperms, right? So these act on testes, Leydig cells. These FSH and LH acts on Leydig cells. The Leydig cells act on Sertoli cells, which convert into sperms, right? In the case of male, it acts on Leydig cells. The Leydig cell produce Sertoli cells. The Sertoli cells later convert into sperm. When we discussed clearly about our discussion on male reproductive system, about spirulation, we discussed about this. When we discussed about ovulation, oogenesis, we discussed about these organs. I hope you remember. Then you can watch it later also from my classes. Then sometimes the thyroid dysfunction, we know already very well. Thyroid is responsible for releasing T3, T4 hormone, tetra, iodine, triiodine, right? So these are responsible for metabolism, growth, development. Dysfunction of thyroid also may lead to infertility in male. Prolactin imbalance. In the case of males, male also contain prolactin, but there is no exact function in male. Imbalance of prolactin also in males unable to produce sperms. Androgen imbalance. Sometimes the testes produce androgen finally. The gonadotropin releasing hormone act on gonad's testes. Then the testes produce androgen. Androgen act on Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells later convert into sperm cells. So imbalance of androgen in male also may lead to infertility. Sometimes chromosomal defects also. As we know very well, we have 23 pairs of chromosomes in human body. When the improper functions of Y chromosomes, right? Sometimes Klinefelter syndrome. So when we discuss about human health and diseases, there we will discuss about this kind of chromosomal dysfunction. We'll discuss deeply. So it may be reason, right? Some other reasons due to consumption of more alcohol, use of anti-hypertensive and anti-psychotic drugs for continuous long time. This may affect on pituitary gland and it may affect on gonadotropin releasing hormone also. Gonads, testes also may affect by using drugs. And some cases, hydrocil, variosil, orchids, these are the types of drug addiction. So in the case of male, if addiction of drugs, it may lead to infertility. We have some more other reasons also, like absence of blockage of vasa differentia and vasa efferentia from the testes, epididymis. After epididymis, the tube will continue to the urethra. So here we have vas efferentia. Here we have vas differentia, vas efferentia. In the case of blockage in vas efferentia or vas differentia, the sperms cannot convert into or cannot travel to urethra. So in the case of absence or in the case of blockage of vas efferentia or vas differentia, sperms cannot be traveled, right? Sometimes acquired infections like mumps infection, like seminal vessel infection, like prostate gland infection, they make us oligospermia. Oligospermia is type of dysfunction of production of sperm, hypersecretion or less secretion. Less secretion is difficulty. Presence of anti-sperm antibodies in the some case of male or female also, their body, the presence of anti-sperm. Anti-sperm means they actually act on sperm until the sperm killed, they won't live. The anti-sperm, if present in male body, so they will be killing sperm. So of course, fertility is not possible. Is this clear to you? In the case of female also, the anti-sperms are present. Once female gets the sperms into the female vagina, the anti-sperms act on sperms. The sperms will be lose their ability for fertilization. Right? In the case of female, females may have some different diseases or disorders like endometritis. In the case of endometritis, it is inflammation of endometrium of uterus. At the place of uterus, let me draw a rough representation. It is uterus. On the uterus wall, if they get any disorders like infection that we call endometritis, you can observe here clearly endometritis, and this is normal endometrium. Endometrium is a wall on the uterus. So the endometrium wall, if it contains any infection that we call endometritis, you can observe like this endometritis is unable to hold the placenta. If it is healthy uterus, implantation can be successful. If it is unhealthy, the implantation cannot be possible on uterus, right? Endometriosis, this is different one. Endometritis, that is different. Endometriosis, it is growth of endometrial tissue. Actually, the endometrial tissue must be present on the uterus wall. On the uterus wall only it must be present. The major function of endometrium is holding the placenta. Placenta hold the baby, right? So the growth of endometrial tissue other than uterus, other than uterus, other than uterus, it can grow anywhere. So that is known as endometriosis. It can be hormonal disturbance, as I just before mentioned. The gonadotropin releasing hormone act on pituitary gland secrete luteinizing hormone, follicular stimulating hormone. Follicular stimulating hormone act on folliculogenesis, oogenesis, luteinizing hormone, ovulation in the case of female. Of course, in male also the luteinizing hormone, follicular stimulating act on testes. In the case of male, they release androgen. In the case of male, they release androgen. Androgen act on Leydig cells. The Leydig cells produce Sertoli cells. Sertoli cell converted to sperm cells. Simple. Some cases of thyroid dysfunction, prolactin imbalance, as we mentioned that, due to oxytocin. Oxytocin is responsible for imbalance of prolactin. Estrogen or progesterone imbalance. The estrogen is also responsible for ovulation. Progesterone is responsible for maintenance of pregnancy, or we can say maintenance of menstrual cycle. If once successful implantation done in female uterus, the progesterone stop releasing. If progesterone stop releasing, immediately menstrual cycle also doesn't occur. If there is no implantation, progesterone will be released continuously. If progesterone is releasing, next menstrual cycle takes within 28 or any some days relatively. So estrogen progesterone sorry, estrogen progesterone also responsible for this, right? Other reasons may be like anovulation, that means no ovulation in female. There is no corpus luteum formation. There is no oligoovulation, that means deficient ovulation, no proper ovulation. Luteal phase defect, maybe defect growth of uterus and vagina. So some females unable to produce, I mean unable to grow proper vagina, unable to grow proper uterus. So if it is not growing proper uterus, implantation is not possible, or vagina is not growing properly, sexual intercourse is not possible. They may feel pain. So these are the major reasons what I have mentioned. If you like my these classes, you can join with me regularly 6 to 7 p.m. in Unacademy Learning App. Now you're watching in YouTube classes. I would suggest you to download Unacademy Learning App from Play Store, install, and search your goal as Karnataka CET. Once you type Karnataka CET, you will find Karnataka Common Entrance Test. Choose in English language. Verify with your mobile number and email. Follow my profile. You will be getting all upcoming class notifications. You can follow all your top educators' profile. You can message me whatever doubts you have. I am here to clarify all your doubts. If you like free live classes, you can join with me by taking plus subscription with 12 months, 6 months, 24 months. Also, we have 1 month plan for you. And you can pay like per month EMI also. Once you take the subscription, you will get premium content at very low and affordable price. You will get structured live courses with the dedicated live doubt clearing sessions. There you will get 100% doubt clarification. Thank you to you also, being my students in an academy. Thank you. You are most welcome every day to attend my free live classes, and you will get all of these things. And finally, single subscription for unlimited access, and you can have your analysis also. I would suggest you to take 1 month plan, and you can have these all above mentioned free live class experience. Don't forget to use my code before you are purchasing subscription. You will get 10% off by using my code IMRANLIVE. Also, you will get complete set of preparation with physics, chemistry, maths, biology. And you can meet me regularly 6 to 7 p.m. Until then, bye. Take care. See you.